Hey guys, so welcome back to another Skate news video, and today we got the full blog post to the X Games event that will start in Skate next week on July 21st. We got a new contest coming up that might be interesting for some of you, and unfortunately we got a long list of new known issues that were added from last week to this week. I don't know where those issues actually all come from. But we're gonna start with the X Games blog. So we have it right here, and we're just gonna go over everything that you can expect to see during this event. So the X Games Senven event starts on July 21st. I already mentioned this, and it will run until the end of season 4, so until August 25th. Alongside of the event, we will also see a new update dropping, which is 31.5, but we will get the patch notes on Monday, so we're gonna go over everything that will change with this update once those patch notes have dropped. But now back to the X Games event. So this event will be held in the stadium, and it will basically transform the stadium into the skate version of the X Games, which means we will see new challenges, new tasks, new cosmetics, and so on, but also a complete redesign of the stadium. And starting with this event, the stadium will be open to everyone. So for the remaining season 4, there will be an open access to the stadium, which means you won't have to purchase a 24-hour ticket with rip chips, and you also don't need the Skate Premium Pass to get into the stadium and participate in this event. We also got this preview right here of what the stadium will look like from the outside. So you can also see that the colors have changed a little bit and the advertisement around it, but also the spot on the stairs that we got with the start of the season is rebuilt and is different now. And the inside of the stadium will be split up into 3 sections now, instead of the 2 that we had before. And all of the 3 sections are based on the MoonPay X Games League Championship in New Orleans. And specifically, we're getting the massive competition vert ramp here, then the street park, and also the bowl section. But of course, it wouldn't be a skate event if there wouldn't be any new tasks and challenges. So in Senvensterdam, you will find 10 unique X Games challenges. 6 are inside of the stadium and 4 are in the surrounding streets. And alongside those challenges, we will also get a full lineup of new event tasks, which includes limited time X Games live tasks that are held during the real world competition. But we will also see club inspired objectives and champion tasks, where Skate is writing that those are specifically built for skaters that are chasing clean runs and bragging rights. And the 4 sets of club tasks that we can expect to see are representing Los Angeles, Sao Paulo, New York, and Tokyo, and will give you the chance to earn exclusive club titles when you complete them. And we will also see a new competitive mode dropping with this event that is called X Games Spot Battles. Each of those spot battles has a nearby leaderboard that updates throughout the day when more and more skaters participate in this. They have also put together some custom X Games throwdowns that you can just walk over and then start them, and they will always be live and ready for you to join them, and they can be found at 6 featured locations all across Senvensterdam. And to make it even easier for you to skate in a party or skate in co-op challenges during this event, the party sizes and also the sizes for co-op challenges have been expanded again to 8 players, just like we had during the Go Skate Weekend event. And for the first time during this event, we will see fast traveling points in Brickswitch. Here they're writing that they are permanently opening a couple of fast traveling points in Brickswitch to help us get to the event more quickly. So it sounds like you won't have to manually activate them or unlock them through mission progression or something, but it seems like they will be available for everyone right from the start, and they will also stay. At least that's what it sounds like when the event ends. And then lastly, we will of course also see new cosmetics and new bundles in the store. So by completing challenges, tasks and missions during this event and also some event activities, you will earn X coins, which is the currency for this event, and then you can spend them in the store on a collection of exclusive X Games themed rewards. I'm going to show you some of them here. Something special about this is that the jerseys, tanks and t-shirts are all made in the exact same way that the real life gear is that will be used in the X Games in New Orleans. And that was it for the event so far, but they're also giving us a sneak peek into what we can expect to see in update 31.5. And here the first new feature actually that we can expect to see is skater codes. And this means that the social menu in Skate will be updated with this update, and you will then be able to also connect with other skaters through a 6-digit code. So you can find everyone with this code without actually being friends with them. And another new feature that we can expect to see are block parties, and this will actually be tested from August 7 to August 10, but I'm gonna give you a heads up on this in a future video, so before this block party test will drop. And this is a new form of activity that will be called meetups, and for block parties this means that on a specific location everyone can meet and then quickly jump into a series of short objective based rounds that are featuring unique challenges, leaderboards and so on, and compete against other skaters. And then every 30 minutes, the block party moves to a new location and then rinse and repeat. And you can join those meetups at any time or leave them at any time simply by entering or exiting this event area. Definitely sounds interesting. Let's see how it plays. And then they're also adding 2 new features that they're describing as anti-grieving features, which means that when someone is throwing a rail at the end of a ramp that you're trying to skate right now and is blocking your line, this can be really annoying. So what they're adding is an inspect player button to the objective, so you can easily bring up the player who is blocking your line or blocking the objective that you have dropped. And they're also making it easier to block objects that are in impossible to reach places. So for example, if someone has placed a quick drop object at a spot you want to skate, but you are basically unable to reach it because you can't get there, and then you cannot deactivate it. So they're making it easier that you can still deactivate it even though it's in a impossible to reach place. That's how they're describing it here. Now, heading over to the latest episode of the weekly grind, there are 2 more things that we got right here. First of all, starting on July 17th, in the Skate Discord, there will be a community UGC contest hosted, and this time the topic is design a deck. So similar to the design a t-shirt contest that we had, I think earlier this year or late last year, and where we saw the t-shirts dropping for free in the store at some point as well. This is similar, but this time you're not designing a t-shirt, but you're designing a deck instead. And if you submit a deck graphic or maybe several, then you will also get a chance to see those featured in-game. And then lastly, we have the well-known known issues list. And last week I said there was nothing added, and we were actually pretty happy about this, but you might notice that this one looks a little bit longer than it was before. And last week, actually, where we stopped was right here. So wall ride detection often causes the skater to flip unnaturally was the last known issue we had. And from last week to this week, they added all of this. But yeah, it is what it is, so we're quickly gonna read through this. So the Smith two-tail slide task often fails to register when performed correctly. Reverting after a grind can cause an unnatural speed boost. The camera doesn't update to the skater's direction when mounting. Returning to a lip mount session marker can result in a severe launch glitch. Air foot plans are not ending scoring as intended. Late flips and finger flips don't flip correctly after an on-ground foot plant, so very specific issues here. Appearance changes can be lost if skate is closed immediately after changing the appearance. Certain inputs become unresponsive, resulting in a soft lock when using the replay editor. Sometimes the replay editor doesn't export a video properly. Other skaters visually stutter briefly after teleporting nearby. Sometimes other players' quick drop objects are still visible even when visibility is set to mine only. Players are unable to complete the tip to toe challenge due to tail slides registering as blonde slides. Pinned tasks are unintentionally duplicating. Players remain in a party even when they are being kicked from it. Inconsistent physics behavior that causes frequent bails on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Some players are receiving an error message stating they don't have access when they try to join a party in San Van, Isle of Grom, or the stadium, so basically everywhere. Challenges on the Isle of Grom are grayed out and incorrectly displayed on the daily challenge icon. Quick drops are displayed in the skater section, replacing the skater appearance preview. Player profile names don't display as intended. Pedestrian voice lines can still be heard even after the settings turned off. And lastly, other skaters visually stutter while doing tricks near the player. So this is quite a long list of issues. I hope, actually, as usual, I hope that most of those will be fixed in the update on Tuesday. But like I said before, we will see on Monday what will actually be fixed. And that was it for today. Those were all the news that were to cover, plus the full blog post of what you can expect to see in the upcoming X Games event. And if you enjoyed the video as usual, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye!